5 shirt mistakes, making you look older, and how to fix them instantly. If you're over 40, there's a good chance your shirts are working against you, making you look older, softer, and less confident than you actually are. And it's not about taste or effort. Most men at this stage simply haven't adjusted how they buy or wear shirts to match the man they've become. But here's the good news. You don't need a stylist or an expensive wardrobe overhaul. You just need clarity. In this video, we'll go through 5 of the most common shirt mistakes men over 40 make, and the simple adjustments that fix them. By the end, you'll know exactly how to look sharper, younger, and more accomplished, without ever trying to look like you're 20 again. You're watching Gentlemen After 40, the channel where experience meets style, and where confidence never gets old. Before we get started, I'd love to hear from you. What's one clothing item you struggle with most right now? Shirts, jeans, jackets? Drop it in the comments. I read every one, and your answer might inspire the next video. Let's start with the first issue: fit. Most men wear shirts that are either too loose or far too tight. Loose shirts create a shape that hides your frame and communicates carelessness, like you've given up on the details. Tight shirts pull across your chest, strain at the buttons, and exaggerate areas that don't need attention. Both make you look older than you are. The perfect fit follows the natural line of your body without clinging to it. Think tailored, not tight. Structured, not stiff. Your shoulder seams should land exactly where your shoulders end. Too far down, and the shirt sags. Too far up, and you look like you borrowed your son's clothes. When buttoned, you should be able to pinch about 2 inches of fabric at chest level. That's enough to move comfortably, but still keep clean lines. And here's a small but powerful upgrade. Find a local tailor. A simple $25 alteration can turn a standard shirt into something that looks custom-made. If the shoulders fit, everything else can be fixed. Take one shirt that's almost right, get it adjusted, and notice how much more confident you feel the next time you wear it. Now, let's talk about something men rarely think about: fabric. You can tell a cheap shirt from across a room, even if you don't consciously know why. Under bright light, those low-quality blends give off a plastic-like shine. They wrinkle awkwardly, trap heat, and flatten out after a few washes. They might feel convenient, but they quietly sabotage your appearance. A shirt made of good fabric, real cotton with proper weight, drapes differently. It breathes, it moves with you, and it looks rich even without effort. When you shop, check the label. You want 100% cotton. No poly blends, no stretch synthetics. For business shirts, look for medium-weight cottons in the 120 to 140 grams per square meter range. That weight gives you structure without stiffness. And don't overlook the weave. Poplin is crisp and smooth, perfect for business and formal wear. Twill has a subtle texture, making it ideal for long office days or travel. Oxford cloth gives you that balance between professional and casual. Great for smart casual outfits or weekends when you still want polish. The key idea? Fewer shirts, better fabric. 3 quality shirts that last year's are worth more than 10 disposable ones that make you look like you're cutting corners. Now, let's move into something that quietly ages most men: color. A lot of wardrobes get stuck in the past. Colors that worked in your 30s or 20s can suddenly feel off after 40. Not because they're bad, but because your energy and context have evolved. Maybe you're still holding on to that old white shirt that's not really white anymore. Or you've got patterns that were trendy a decade ago, but now look busy and dated. Your goal now is clarity and sophistication. Start with 3 foundation colors: crisp white, light blue, and navy. A true white shirt projects sharpness and authority. It's the cleanest, simplest sign of discipline. Light blue is your everyday essential. It flatters every skin tone and works in nearly any setting, from client meetings to family dinners. And navy adds depth and contrast. It's strong, confident, and masculine without shouting for attention. If you like variety, introduce soft patterns like fine stripes or microchecks. These add interest without distraction and actually create a subtle slimming effect. Textured weaves like herringbone or end-on-end add richness under light. They say maturity and taste without saying a word. Your shirts should enhance your presence, not compete with it. Let the color quietly underline who you are now: composed, capable, and self-assured. Now let's get into context. One of the biggest areas where men unintentionally miss the mark. Wearing the right shirt at the wrong time is like saying the right thing in the wrong tone. It feels off, even if your intentions are good. You've probably seen this. A guy shows up to a relaxed event wearing a stiff, formal shirt and tie. He looks out of place. Or the opposite. Someone wears a polo to a meeting that called for something more refined, and it makes him seem unprepared. Dressing with awareness is a quiet form of intelligence. For formal business settings, you can't go wrong with a white or light blue dress shirt in poplin or twill. It pairs cleanly with a suit and tells the room you understand the standard. For business casual, button-downs are your anchor. Add variety with subtle patterns or a refined polo in high-quality cotton. Never the thin, floppy kind that collapses at the collar. For smart casual, that space between professional and personal, explore textured fabrics like Oxford or linen cotton blends. A well-pressed shirt with chinos or dark jeans communicates balance and confidence. The rule is simple: understand the environment, then dress half a step above it. You'll always look appropriate and in control. Next, let's talk about the details. The finishing touches that separate men who dress well from men who look well put together. Collars matter more than most people realize. They shape your face. If you have a rounder face, go for a pointed collar to elongate your features. If you have a square or angular face, a slightly spread collar softens your look. For longer faces, wider collars create horizontal balance and look more grounded. Button placement also influences how refined your outfit appears. Shirts with a slightly higher first button line give a cleaner, more mature silhouette. Too low, and you risk drifting into casual territory when you don't mean to. And then there's maintenance. No shirt, no matter how expensive, will look good if it's wrinkled, faded, or discolored at the collar. Wash in cold water, avoid high heat drying, and iron or steam before wearing. A professional press for your best shirts is worth every cent. Replace shirts once they lose structure or start to dull at the seams. It's a small cost compared to how much your presence communicates. Now, how do you bring all of this together? By creating a connected wardrobe, one that works across your lifestyle instead of fighting it. With a blazer, wear shirts that provide contrast, crisp cotton that holds its shape and structure. With jeans, go softer, Oxford, chambray, or a well-made polo. With chinos, almost anything goes, from refined button-downs to lightweight casual shirts. The goal isn't to memorize combinations. It's to make sure everything you own shares a similar level of intention and quality. That's how you create what I call style efficiency. When every shirt in your closet fits right, feels right, and suits your day, you stop wasting mental energy on what to wear. Getting dressed becomes fast, easy, and satisfying. And that's the real mark of confidence: effortlessness. So here's your challenge for this week. Go through your closet and be brutally honest. Find the shirts that no longer fit, that shine under light, that have yellowed collars or patterns that belong in another decade. Retire them. Then take one good shirt, the one that fits, feels, and looks right, and use it as your new standard. Every future purchase should meet that bar or exceed it. Because the truth is, your shirt is one of the first things people notice. It frames your face, it anchors your posture, and it quietly signals how you handle the details in every area of your life. Looking sharp after 40 isn't about trying to look young. It's about looking like the man who's earned his success and who wears that success with confidence. Thanks for watching Gentlemen After 40, where we believe true style only gets better with age. Which of today's fixes hit home for you? Drop a comment below. I read everyone, and your insights help shape what we cover next. If this helped you see your wardrobe differently, make sure you subscribe and join the community of men refining their look, confidence, and mindset every single week. You've built the life. Now it's time to make sure your appearance reflects it.